gonna show you guys how to manage the film when it's really, really wide. Make sure I got my measurements on point. So we're doing 92 by 66. When I'm working without a drop cloth, I'll usually just set it up like this and I'll pull it up to my line 2 times, just so the film doesn't touch the ground or anything. And this is really wide, so this is really hard to roll it. I gotta be careful here. So I already scraped this window. I am just gonna sponge it now. Get a nice little forearm pump. Make sure you get the frames, you go all the way. I can't afford to mess up because I have almost exactly the right amount of film. So if you make mistakes, like on projects like this, like if I were to just rip the film anywhere, that's like over a couple $100 because we're using like a higher end film on this one. It's not like a car where you mess up the piece. What, 10 bucks, you know, maybe. That's why I make sure that your prep is good. Everything's on point because the last thing you want to do is have like a little speck here, a little speck there. Check this out. This is one of my favorite windows to tint because look, you see this, the rubber gasket right there? I have like at least half an inch from there. So my cut, I'm gonna make it like right in the middle. That way I have good adhesion all the way around. And it doesn't matter because that little gasket from the outside is gonna cut for any daylight. Anytime it's like a big window, I do this, I unroll it. Like right now, this is all glue. I separate it from the liner. That way, when it comes time to unroll it, it unrolls a lot easier. Pretty much you'll feel this like start to give out, like it gets weak because it's so long. And that's kind of where I stop. So right now I feel the middle point, like right before it bends, that's where I stop unrolling it. So right now I feel that it's weak in the middle, so I'm gonna stop unrolling it. I'm gonna roll it back up. Now I just need to soak my window. I always avoid spraying the top 6 inches because I'm wetting the top less. I'm wetting the film a lot more. I'm gonna line this up, I'm gonna overlap it. And when you guys do like an overhang here, you have to make sure that you don't overlap too much the top because it starts falling off. I'm gonna get the film on the glass here. Because I prepped the film already, you see how easy it's coming off? And this is like the #1 thing that you have to look out for is this. This is what I'm talking about. I have to make sure this is sticking good right there. If that starts falling, the whole film starts coming down. I'm gonna unroll it right to where I prepped it. Because this is a dry adhesive film, the line is, it's gonna be easy just to unroll it here. Right now I'm spraying and I'm watching that top corner. So I'm gonna spray, I'm watching that top, Okay, so now I'm scared of this corner falling, so I'm gonna go and just chop it off. So before I cut, I'm gonna make sure if I'm good over there, and I am pretty good over there. So I'm just gonna cut just like a 45 here, because the weight of that corner is gonna end up pushing that whole film down. And the reason I didn't trim it right away is I'm still tapering off over here. Get the liner, careful over here. See how it's falling? So this is exactly what I'm always looking for, is this corner falling in. And then for the last section, to pull the liner just nice and slow, push the film off. I'm watching that corner. All right, and we're good. My alignment is perfect over here. So now, start locking this baby in. So first I anchor. My anchor is my teeth so it doesn't slip on me no more. Here, this way, and this way. Now it's not gonna move anywhere. Let's have a big finger over here, and I stretch it out that way. It's gonna buckle over there because that film got stretched out. So that means I'm gonna be really tight. Okay, corners. Okay, see, even though I cut it big earlier, it was literally like almost on the money. I have to trim a little bit more. That's why I go wide. It tapered off. This one's easy. I'm just gonna freehand it. Here's a little cutting trick. It's right here because I have a wide gap. Okay, how you hold the blade is really important. So right here, I have like a lot to play with and I want a nice size gap. I don't want to go too tight because I have the space to do it. If I go like this and I keep it straight, I'm gonna be really tight. So all you have to do is literally go from here to here. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna open up that gap a little bit. So now I'm using more of the blade and then just go all the way down and leaves a nice size gap. So depending on how tight I wanna be, I adjust my angle of the blade. I'm just gonna lock in the top and then I'll worry about the bottom. Okay, so just tee off now. I'm really putting good pressure. And then look, just 50% overlap. See right now I have half on, half off. This part is getting squeegeed again. So it's getting squeegeed 2 times, boom. And if you wanna do even more, you know, sometimes like on thicker film, I just use like a little bit. So it's like you're doing 3 passes on that one section.